Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Thank you guys for joining us live. We have a few topics that we're going to run through. I hope you guys don't mind. Let's get into it. I see my top flights are in the building. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for being here, D Nice, and everyone else coming in. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let's get into it. All right. For those of you that are into boxing like myself, you guys, if you did not see Blueface get knocked out, child, y'all know Blueface had a boxing match that he did not do very well in. He talked a whole lot of junk. But before we get into Blueface, let's go ahead and get into this Clarissa Shields news. Damn, not Clarissa Shields, but Jasmine Crockett news. I'm all over the place this morning. Y'all forgive me. So Jasmine Crockett's security guard got pow-powed, you guys. I wanted to talk about this on yesterday, but I had so many other topics. I just kind of pushed it off. But we'll go ahead and cover it today. According to the Shade Room, a man involved in a pow-powing with Dallas police after being wanted for impersonating an officer, reportedly served as security guard for Jasmine Crockett. Now, she's been getting a lot of heat online for this particular person that she hired to be her security guard. But let's get into what they had to say, then we'll do our commentary on the back end.
To North Texas law enforcement officers and U.S. Capitol Police, he was known as Mike King, but sources tell us that's not the name of the man shot and killed by Dallas police on Wednesday night during an investigation into his alleged double life as a suspected criminal, also working as a security officer for a local U.S. Congresswoman. These images of Mike King standing close to Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett shows how trusted he was as part of her security detail while she's been in office and while on the campaign trail during her recent run for a U.S. Senate seat. Multiple law enforcement sources say King was the man shot and killed after a standoff with Dallas police SWAT officers on Wednesday night. To North Texas law enforcement officers and U.S. Capitol Police, he was known as Mike King, but sources tell us that's not the name of the man shot and killed by Dallas police on Wednesday night during an investigation into his alleged double life before he was forced out by tear gas and pulled a gun on officers. Sources say he was wanted for impersonating a law enforcement officer. Sources say he claimed to be one while operating a business called Off-Duty Police Services, an online platform to connect North Texas law enforcement officers with off-duty jobs. Authorities have yet to reveal King's real name, but sources also tell us King oversaw a team of security officers at several downtown Dallas hotels and at his own church. Sources say King drove a replica undercover law enforcement vehicle with license plates stolen from vehicles outside military offices.
Wow.
His background, which sources say includes a criminal history, raises serious questions about how he was able to oversee extra jobs for police officers, as well as obtain such a high-level security position for a sitting member of Congress. Documents obtained by CBS News Texas show a person named Mike King receiving payments for security services before he was forced out by.
So my only question is, if he wanted to be a police officer that bad, he didn't have to impersonate and create a website and all of this. And why not just go and try to be a police officer? Okay, if you're in great health and you don't have felonies and all these other things going on, just go and try out and be a police officer if that's what you aspire to be. But to impersonate, that will definitely get you some charges that you definitely don't want to look for. And then how he came about working for Jasmine Crockett, I'm not sure if her people did a background or whatever on this person who she chose to be her security officer, but his link to her just kind of gave her some bad press because it made it look like she's just hiring these fraudulent people off the streets in order to work for her. She's been getting a lot of backlash online. I've been seeing comments. I said, oh, wow, this is not a good look. You know, they already don't like her and they're looking for any little thing anyway to come for her and have something negative to say. So this was just one of those things. But what do y'all think about this? Y'all let me know. Let's continue on. Mess. All right, let's get into this Blueface fight. Blueface was very, very cocky with this guy, and I think he underestimated him because he's this chubby guy who he thought was out of shape. He was like, oh yeah, I can beat him, no problem. He's this fat guy who was probably going to be out of breath at first or going right into the second round, and that was not the case. This guy just really put the paws upon Blueface, okay? So Blueface, of course, was defeated by Shibu, I think that's how he says his name, in a unanimous decision after getting knocked out of the ring, you guys, during the boxing match. Okay, he talked all that junk and got his ass knocked out the ring. Let's go.
He's strong. That's what I'm gonna end. That's crazy. Shit. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt. Stop the fight. Out of the blue corner, Chibo!
I definitely wouldn't score that in unanimous decision. I give it 4-2. I probably won't get back on brand risk because you tampering with the bets.
Never that.
So now he's upset, he's embarrassed, and now he's saying the person who was in charge of putting the fight together was tampering with the bets. They were saying a lot of people bet on this fight, and the fact that this other guy, Shibu, won this fight, Blueface seems to feel like it was tampered with and it was given to the other guy because of how the bets sat. I don't feel like that. If you guys watch the fight, there's several clips out there. You can go on YouTube anywhere. Blueface, you got your ass beat. I'm sorry. Like every single ring, this other guy was pounding on you and you did not get enough licks in. You were running from this guy after you talked all that shit and you guys face off. I was just like, yo. And the sad thing is Blueface has a longer reach. So you should have been able to get punches in that this guy couldn't get in. But I don't know who trained the other guy, but he was faster. He was much more skilled, you could tell. Blueface went in with this street fighting type mentality and got his ass beat. So bottom line is, shout out to the guy, Shibu. Blueface, you got beat, sir. Just take your ass whipping like a man and move on. If you're trying to fight again, great. Go and train some more and then come back. But you were definitely not fighting like you needed to in order to win this fight, right? What y'all think, child? Let's get into what Blueface's mother had to say, because she was very cocky as well about this fight. She was so sure her son was going to win, and she should. You know, that's a mom. She believed in her son. But baby just acknowledged she got his ass beat. So let's get into this. She said, this is how I send my kids back outside after them hood kids try them. So Clarissa has something to say about Blueface in this fight. Let's go. Shout out to Live Bites.
Jonathan, all I know is you better knock the Mario coins out that motherfucker's belly. You hear me, boy? You better knock that. You better act like that motherfucker stole something. Now, you know, when I come out there in the park and they playing with you, whoop a nigga's ass. You better put that ass whooping on that nigga. You hear me? While he trying to look tough. He better not be able to reach you. And I mean, you better stay with arm's reach of that mother. You better treat that motherfucker like you Popeye the Sailor Man. And one more thing, Jonathan. If that motherfucker whoop your ass, I'm going to whoop your ass when you get home. And then I'm going to send your brother around there to whoop his ass. You know how I do. Jonathan, all I know is you better not.
A few moments later.
Now, whichever one of y'all motherfuckers sent me that video talking about he knocked my son out that ring, you know you's a motherfucking lie. Your mama stole something. Now, y'all know he slid through them ropes with all this sweat all glistening all on their bodies. That big boy pushed my baby out the ring. But that's okay, because we want a rematch.
That ain't what I saw, but okay.
I want you to fight his brother. See if you could do all that shit. Fight his big brother. But anyway, I appreciate the positive message that went out after the fight. I appreciate how he still gave my son his dap, and it wasn't all blah, how you lost. Like I love us. I love us for this, you know, and son.
But we all know had Blueface won this fight, he'd have been talking mad shit, right? Because he was already talking fight before talking mess before the fight. He was already like braggadocious, like he was so sure he was gonna beat this guy, like I said, because he was fat and out of shape. But obviously we saw he was in some type of shape because he did beat him and knocked his ass up out the ring. So had Blueface won that fight, I do feel like he'd have been very talkative. He'd have been talking way more shit than everybody expected him to talk, being braggadocious about it. So
you keep ass whooping, you get ass whooping, you just keep on ticking, okay? Ask for that rematch, because I really seen where you just did not do your homework, running and exercising and hanging out with all these little floozies. You got to get more serious.
Child, old boy done beat he beat Blueface into a whole slur. That mother got out there after the fight and they were asking him about the fight. Blueface was slurring. Damn, I'm slurring like I've been drinking. He was slurring like his ass drank about 20 bottles of Don Julio after the damn fight. I was like, sir, why we can't understand? That was him talking. I said, damn, did he knock your teeth out too? Jesus. So yes, honey, that was the fight. What do y'all think? Y'all can go online and look at some of the videos out there that showed several clips of the fight if you guys wish to. But yeah, he got his ass beat. He definitely got his ass beat. Krishan's fight is coming up in April, so we'll see how she do. All right. We already saw Egypt get knocked out. We saw Blueface get knocked out of the ring. Now, Krishan, you're up next, and she's fighting the pro fighter too. So we're gonna see, because they said the girl that Krishan is fighting got hands, but then we've seen Krishan too. Krishan can fight, but is she gonna be a great opponent for the person that she's fighting? Right? We'll have to wait and see. If she wins that fight, that'll be great for her. If she don't, baby, that's gonna be the talk of the town. But let's get into it. Amy Howard, because y'all know she was married or is married to Dwight Howard. He has since filed for divorce. There have been multiple 911 calls that we shared here on this channel with the two of them fighting. OMG. So she just did an interview with the Saran Not Sorry show. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say. Let's go.
I hang with Black women. When we say, like, I want a man to provide for me, I want to be an at-home mom. Yeah. We are told, like, sack chaser, you're supposed to work, you're strong. But when I sit with my white friends, their mothers was talking about marriage with them at like 17, 18, 19. Okay. They was like fresh out of college, like, where's your husband, Julie? Yeah. Like, you're not working. My Chinese friends, their parents, my Indian friends, their parents like, yeah, she was married at 22. It's normal. Yeah. And then when I look at my Black friends, we like, I'm gonna hold this nigga down for 10 more years. Yeah, it's such a weird thing with us. Like, I don't know if it's just a Black girl got the strong backbone, but weird. When I hang with Black women,
Amy, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, love, okay? I feel like you were more so focused on being married when you married Dwight Howard, knowing that he definitely was not the one. I think you were looking at all the things that he could provide for you, the lifestyle that he could give you. I know in the 911 call, she kept saying 35,000 square foot home. She was enamored with having these nice things, but the person you were married to, you did not choose wisely, because I don't even feel like he liked women. I feel like you were his beard, and I will continue to stand on that. I feel like it was a whole lavender marriage. Bottom line is, we have a lot of women out here who focus more so on hurrying up and getting married just to say that they're married, and they're married, very male identified, so to speak, but they're more so focused on the title of being a wife versus finding a quality man to call a husband. And I feel like you didn't do that, Amy. You should not be doing this much fighting barely 15 months into your marriage. You should be still in the honeymoon phase. But when you're married to someone who really don't like women like that anyway, and they're just using you to deflect and keep people from thinking that he's gay or allegedly gay or like men, then that's the type of mess that you get yourself into. Again, who the fuck heard of Amy before Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Who heard of you before that, Amy? I've never heard of you before that. So I don't know where you came from, but the fact that you thought it was a great idea to marry Dwight Howard fresh out of court from a whole man coming forward to say that Dwight Howard was hitting him up in the DMs with sexually explicit messages and inviting him over for threesomes and sexual activity is crazy to me, right? I don't know what you were seeking, or maybe you just like lavender men. I don't know what it is, but you can't really sit in interviews and try to tell women how to find a husband and when they need to, because your picking and your decisions in terms of how to find a husband definitely is not something that I would take advice on, right? Girl, sit down. So she's already out, as you guys can see, doing interviews about husbands. Girl, sit down. Now, mind you, when she first left Dwight Howard and went back to him 3 months into this little crazy marriage, she was doing interviews saying, oh, women need to learn how to let the man lead. Women need to stop being so aggressive and trying to be the man in a relationship and let the man lead. Well, then took her ass back over there and look at what she's dealing with now. Women need to learn. She kept saying submit. Women need to learn how to submit. Well, being submissive to your husband doesn't mean being stupid and allowing him to run over you and allowing him to play in your face and do all the things that he's doing and abuse his children, obviously, because CPS did come and remove kids from the home. And then you sit there and protect that and not say anything, as you said in your video when you were screaming and hollering and crying in the car with all that coquiana in your hand, saying that there were things that you should have reported on Dwight Howard and you should have left a long time ago from things that you saw, but you were protecting him and trying to be a wife. No, that's not being a wife. That's being stupid. Because if you're sitting there watching a man abuse or mistreat his children and you're standing there saying, oh, I'm just trying to be a good wife, that's not being a good wife. You're also a part of the problem. If you see a child being abused and you don't report it, you're just as bad as the abuser. So it ain't got nothing to do with being submissive. It has everything to do with being stupid. But let's move on, child. I have nothing for her. She's ignorant as hell. She's about things. She's about lifestyle. And I just disagree with that. I really disagree with that. 3 months in, this man showed you who he was and you went back. Let's get into the DL Whisperer in court. We have a video of him in court. Y'all know he's been going back and forth with T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison had his ass locked up for cyberbullying and going to her house and videoing, going live, harassing her. It's a lot of stuff DL Whisperer was doing, lying on her. But it says that here's exclusive video footage of Naquan Palmer, aka DL Whisperer, at virtual court for his case in which he is forbidden to mention T.S. Madison for 12 months. Shout out to Industry on Blast on this one. That's where I found it. Let's go.
In addition to that, you take the act to appear at their home, drive around their neighborhood, things like that. I think that's definitely over the line, and that's the reason this court is issuing a protective order. Now, in regards to, sir, do you have any questions?
So they can talk about me and they can do anything to me, but I just have to not do anything to them. I just want to make sure we're clear. So they can do whatever.
I understand what you're asking. The only thing I can answer, the only way I can answer that is right now there are 2 protective orders against you, and more than likely I can't speak for what's going to happen on your criminal case, but at some point you will have a bond. And you will probably have bond conditions as well, and they will probably be very similar to these protective orders. So what I can tell you right now is you are not to have any contact with Ms. Morgan or Ms. Hinton, and not to refer to them on social media, make any threats, email them, text them, drop them to the house, or get within 500 yards. Okay? And they will serve these on you sometime today or tomorrow. Okay? And you guys are welcome to hang out and they'll get you copies of that.
Thank you.
So they had to explain to him, you cannot under any circumstances contact this person via social media, third party, whatever the case may be, because you are under a no contact order. So if you violate that, your ass will be arrested again once you do bond out. So there are, and that's for 12 months. So if you violate that within 12 months, you just can't help yourself and you subliminally say something, your ass is going back to jail. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say something. I'm gonna stay out of that because that don't have nothing to do with me. We're just gonna sit back and watch how this shit happens. So a judge presiding over the case involving DL Whisperer, aka Naquan Palmer, has reportedly ordered that he is not allowed to mention T.S. Madison or the other individual involved. If the court sees any violation of that order, the restriction could be extended to 3 years at any time. Y'all hear that? They're becoming very strict on cyberbullying, harassment, stalking, and all of these things. They're coming down hard on these offenders whenever they have to come to court for these situations. DL Whisperer, you was doing the fucking most. Okay, and you hear how he's still asking, so they can say something about me, but I can't say anything about them. You are under an order, they're not. Okay, you are under an order, they are not. So if T.S. Madison goes on her platform and she says something about you and you respond, you're going to be violated because you have the order. She does not. That's just how, unfortunately, that's how the law works, right? You cannot be combative and go back and forth with this person because you shouldn't have any contact whatsoever with that person. Now, if they're harassing you, you can go to the courts and say, hey, I'm trying not to have any type of interaction with this person. There is a current order on me, but this person is now harassing me. What do I do? And then you can go from there. But you cannot interact with at all with T.S. Madison or anyone else that this order falls up under. They said the big question is, will Naquan actually stop the harassment, or is this situation far from over? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. So that was DL Whisperer in court. Moving on. Child, they are cracking down, honey. They're cracking down and they locking people up. This is serious. If anybody's out here on that type of time, you better stop that mess for your ass be in jail. All right, moving on, honey. Hollywood Unlocked. Clarissa Shields still doubles down on threatening to sue 50 Cent. We've been talking about this since yesterday. He continues instigating, and you are as well. Clarissa, you've been live 5 times behind this situation. We heard no more from 50 Cent. He said what he said, and that's it. He showed his receipts because you said he didn't have them. So as soon as he shows the receipts, you're the one that's still going live. So how are you suing him for harassment and all these things when he showed you the proof that you said he didn't have, which is so crazy, right? I keep saying stop poking and provoking if you don't want this man to show you the receipts. I don't know where he's getting them from, but obviously he showed them, and now you're embarrassed that he showed something that you didn't think he would show to shut you up. So now you've been live about 5, maybe 6 times. I just saw right before I went live, 15 minutes before I went live, she was live again talking about this shit. Like, girl, get over it, okay? Now she's here she is. Clarissa Shields says, I pray God keep covering my mental dealing with these demons. Well, he can if you stay off live and stay off social media. Like, it's okay to take a social media break. You don't have to respond to everything that someone says. Now, this is on Twitter. This is her over there on Twitter. All right. She also goes on to say, you still ain't familiar. I ain't cheated on Pap ever, especially not with that dude. 50 is lying, said 50 lying, stalking about. That don't make no sense. Oh, 50's lying ass talking about. That's what she's saying. My bad. I couldn't read right there. She says, I ain't no cheater. Well, you are a cheater. You are with a married man. You are with a married man, girl. So this person responded to Clarissa by saying, Clarissa Shields having a side ninja while being down bad and in love with her main ninja makes me respect her more. I wasn't familiar with her game. Wow. So it sounds like somebody's going up for her BS. So Clarissa responds by saying, men attacking women because it's Women's Month. No, you attacked first because he wasn't even talking to you. 50 was talking to Papoose and you inserted yourself and then he ate your ass up. And now you playing victim for a situation that you shouldn't have found yourself in had you shut the fuck up. And that's just how it is. People need to mind their business. Again, if 2 men are arguing, you don't get in the middle of it because then you catch it straight. And then when you do, you can't sit back and play victim like, whoa, it's me. Why is he going after a woman? Because you came after him. It's like walking up to a man and slapping him and the reaction of him slapping your ass back. You initiated that slap. And no, I do not promote violence when it comes to a man putting hands on a woman, but women, stop running up on men and putting your hands on them and not expecting them to retaliate. Right? Stop, because you got some, I'm telling you, these young guys out here, they will slap your ass back, period. And you got some older guys that will slap your ass back. Everybody ain't gonna let you just run up on them because you're a woman and say, oh, I'm a woman, they ain't gonna hit me back or push me back. Oh yeah, you got some men out there to slap the hell out of you, slap the taste out your mouth, and you be like, shit, what am I eating? I don't know, because I ain't got no taste no more, because I don't got the taste slapped out my damn mouth from running up on somebody, right? But let's get into it. 50 Cent says, oh no, what did she say to get back on this? So here's the guy that's alleged to have slept with Clarissa. He's still speaking out. Let's go.
Damn, I'm thinking I'm done with this shit, right? But check it out. She want to sit here and show receipts. I'm finna show receipts. Clarissa, you know the truth. You know I'm finna expose the truth now. And you know they gonna swipe left and see what time it is. Clarissa, you were fucking with me the long way. The only reason that you went old boy way is because a nigga poly. Everybody who know me know I'm poly. They know I got 2, 3 girlfriends. And you said, bud, I don't want to be a part of that. And I said, man, you tripping. But you know I'm poly and I'm finna show the receipts that you were poly. You got mad because I went on vacation. I was with my girls. We were vibing. You know what I'm saying? I kept it playing. Yeah, I'm hurt. Man, come on. How am I gonna be hurt? I got 3 motherfucking women in my house. Come on, man. Nah. Damn, man, I'm thinking I'm done with this shit, right? But check it out. She want to sit here and show receipts. I'm finna show receipts.
This dude right here is.
Clarissa,
let's keep going.
You really seriously think that? Man, nigga, 2 player flat. I keep telling you playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. You gonna make me keep showing shit that I really don't want to show this shit. I'm trying to spare you. But they gonna swipe left and see how you went off on me because I was with my girls and you got mad. And you said you might as well go ahead and go with Pat because shit, he just got 1 wife. This nigga got 3 girlfriends. Let's tell the truth.
Wow.
You feel me? I'm finna show them. You got mad because I was with them on Christmas. Then you like, oh, how you vibe with me on Christmas? And then you went and vibe with them on Christmas. You know I really do this. And everybody that know me know it's no secret that I'm potty. That ain't no secret. So you ain't exposing nothing. You tripping. You really exposing. You really seriously think that? Yes. Man, nigga exposing yourself right now. Clarissa, you fuck with a nigga, you fuck with a nigga. Come on, man, no red chairs in your crib. You know who got that. You know who did that. Don't make me, come on, don't make me do this shit. You making me take it up. And people out here, they like, oh, well, how she keeps on going with this shit. And I'm like, yo, you sat there and recorded me. What the fuck I supposed to do? If a person sitting there recording you, what you gonna do? Now you going live. I was focused on some whole other shit, pushing my new record. I got a new record called Mr. Get Up In There. It's coming out tomorrow.
Come on, plug.
Inspired by Clarissa Shields.
Not inspired.
Called Mr. Get Up In There. Produced by my boy, Jasmine Crockett. Y'all know the vibes. But Clarissa, I'm finna do this. This my last time. Now I want this to be my last time. Swipe love, man. Y'all finna see Clarissa going off on me by other girls. She got mad because I'm with other. Exposing yourself right now. That's the truth. And I wasn't gonna stop dealing with who I was dealing with. The fuck with you. You like, oh, get them up. And then, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't finna give them up for you. That's what you really mad about. Because I wouldn't give them up.
So my question is, because I told you guys in November, Papoose was said to be with Remy Ma for the holidays, for the Thanksgiving holidays, when he told Clarissa that he was with his mom and sister. So could it be something going on behind the scenes in this relationship with Papoose and Clarissa that we're not privy to? Like, is it kind of, are they together, but in kind of like an open situation where Papoose is allowed to do what he wants to do, but then when they're in public, it's like, oh, my man, my man, my man. Because it's looking like Clarissa maybe got caught up in being with someone that exposed her, and 50 Cent caught wind of it, and then he put it out there as well. But I mean, 50 has come, I mean, not 50, but Papoose did come forward to say once they signed that deal for the little record deal or whatever, that he did love her. But we already know that his heart is still with Remy. Okay, he's buying her coats and spending time with her. They have a child together, which probably explains why Clarissa kept saying that she wanted to give him she keeps talking about a baby. I think she feels that she has a baby by Papoose, that it solidifies their relationship. But it sounds like you're doing some stuff on the side, and then Papoose is still sneaking in being with Remy on the side. So I don't know what's going on here, but this guy here, I don't feel like he's lying. I just don't.
And you felt like, oh, I'm the heavyweight champion. I don't care. I'm loyal to who I'm loyal to. If you weren't trying to get down with the party, I told you one night. Stop playing with me, man.
All right, so here are the text messages. Say, okay, so I wasn't going to say nothing, but let's just be clear. Don't reach out to me no more. You are a liar. I don't let people play with me at all. So it looks like this person says, what did I lie about? This person says, get the F out of here. That was last year. So it did happen. You're acknowledging that it happened by saying that it happened last year. I said, move the F around since you want to lie and not be honest. I don't want you. Okay. So Troy Williams said, the truth team, hashtag Polly, got the next post for the receipts. Of course, I'm hurt.
That's what I'm telling you.
So what is you lying for?
Listen, I did not fuck her. We were talking.
Okay, but you,
and that's
you understand what I'm saying, how it looked? Because he not.
I know how it looked. Listen, you keep acting like y'all don't know who y'all dealing with. You dealing with Curtis Petty Jackson. And I told you, at the end of the day, he has been back in the corner. This man keep dissing him. That's what I'm telling you.
You never even smelt my cat, boy. I never even sneezed on this nigga. And he up here talking about some, I ain't want to have to expose.
But see, this is the thing. Stop talking, because obviously there are receipts out here showing that that was some type of interaction with this guy while you were put with Papoose. Now, granted, Papoose can do what the fuck he wants to. You know why? Because he's married. And I know a lot of people may not agree with that. Technically, the man is married, right? If he wants to sleep with Remy Ma 1,000 times a week, he can do that. And he don't owe Clarissa Shields shit. She decided to get into a situation with a man who she knew was legally attached to by way of marriage. And that's just what the fuck you get. When you insert yourself in something and you low grade yourself in terms of saying you will accept being with a man who you know has a whole wife that he could potentially go back to her anytime he feels like it. And you're going to be stuck like Chuck, like you were for Thanksgiving when he told you he was going to be with his mom and sister when he was really with her out shopping for chinchilla jackets. Like, hello? Like, how slow are you? How slow are you? Maybe this, and I don't know, this guy that's coming forward, he kind of does look like he's more her speed. She does have a type, okay? She does have a type of guys, it seems. But this situation is just getting messier and messier. I feel like if you just stop going live, stop making posts, then they will stop exposing you. Just accept the fact that maybe you stepped out a little, maybe on your get back towards Pat when you found out that he really wasn't with his mom and sister, that he was really with Remy, and you felt away about it. She don't like to hear Remy's name. That's just how much she hate that girl. When it's so weird how you used to camp out in her comments and like her comments, her outfits, and tell her that she looked great, you like her shoes. But now that you are messing with Papoose, now it's, oh, you can't stand to hear her name. For the Breakfast Club interview, when they were interviewing Papoose and they brought up Remy's name, she got out of her whole seat to go and sit up there beside Papoose and take over the interview because she didn't want him talking about her. What you think he be doing upstairs at your house? Why he can't sit at the table and eat with you? He's always upstairs and you got to fix his plate later. He's probably up there texting and FaceTiming Remy. She's so stupid. How do you give her the benefit of the doubt? But she just always stick her own foot up her ass.
You recognize a weirdo nigga? Somebody you don't know coming around you 24/7 doing this. Yeah, you on it.
But why would you put yourself in that position to be around that person if you know what they're doing? You are Clarissa Shields. You are a star. You are a championship. You are a championship. You are a champion. I'm talking about championship. You are a champion. So there are certain circles that you shouldn't even be found in. You shouldn't be around certain people to allow them to get certain pictures or videos or certain footage of you because of who you are. But you put yourself in these situations and then you lie about it and you forget people have receipts. And then when they expose you, you just keep going like they don't have no more receipts. Like, stop playing with 50. Okay. And I'm not saying that 50 is all the way right for what he's doing, but when you poke at him, he's going to absolutely clap back. I mean, everybody's been sitting back watching how petty 50 Cent can be. Most of the time, if not all, his receipts be on point. Okay. Fuck around and he do a documentary on your ass. Then what? Suing him is going to do what? You don't have a basis to sue him because he showed you the receipts of what he accused you of. And you acknowledged it. You acknowledged it by way of conversation by saying it happened last year. So how you gonna sue him for saying that he lied on you? Girl.
Let me see, where this shit at?
Here she go.
Boom.
You don't know this person like that, but you pulling up conversations in your phone. Girl,
You talking about? You told
you just pulled up a conversation in your phone when you said you don't know this guy, you don't hang with him like that, period. But why you got conversations back and forth? Pages of text messages with this guy. So you have no basis,
nigga.
Clarissa. Here she's still going. We ain't gonna look at all this. I'm just showing you guys how she's saying 50's lying, but then you pull up a conversation with old boy. Here she is, still going on Twitter. And I'm not about to read all this bullshit. You guys can go over. I'll drop the link in the chat so you can know right where to go and scroll over and look at it for yourself. But my whole point is, like, girl, you have no basis talking about you are still on your head to sue this man when he done sat here and show receipts when your ass and him here lying in a full-fledged conversation.
That's what I'm telling you.
Video is like audio of you having a conversation with him. Dude said you was mad because you wanted to be with him, but he's in the poly relationship where he have different women, and you were mad he wouldn't let the other women go. I don't know what is wrong with her. Just receipt after receipt. Y'all can go and read it. I just dropped the link in there. We're gonna move on. Let's get into this Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats news, where Swiss Beats baby mama has exposed Alicia Keys. Child, let's get into it. The mess. According to Hollywood Unlocked, Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys are called out by his daughter's mother. Jonna Sebastian alleges that the couple got her daughter addicted to drugs and that daughter hit her. Oh, child, let's get into it. This is messy. Y'all know we love a little mess on a good Sunday. Child, she don't put a whole book up here. Let's see, can we read it? All right. Hold on. I might have to. Let's see. Ooh, honey. Can I make this bigger? All right, so let's try to read it. This child, she done made this. All right, so this is what the baby mama had to say exposing Alicia Keys. Y'all ready? Y'all bear with me because this print is kind of small. Now, in the last 15 years, a fake friend of Nicole has been trying to coerce her into a relationship I do not approve of. The communication was highly inappropriate, especially considering that Nicole is still 17. It is also completely against our culture and beliefs, and it contradicts my cultural legacy, which is global, not about what is currently cool in the West. Says that the communication was full of vanity and other nonsense, requesting revealing pictures of Nicole and inappropriate comments coming from said person. On top of that, the person was trying hard to tell Nicole to stop listening to me, her mother, and not care about what I say to rebel. The friend is over 18, therefore an adult, and used manipulation to get money out of Nicole to pay for Uber and other things. But this is my money. Says that she even tried to get Nicole into illegal activities, which put Nicole under serious risk. She wasted a lot of Nicole's time, which had now led to Nicole doing much worse in the mock exams than her A-level predicted grades required for the entry of the universities of her choice. She is extremely invested in our private lives and lifestyle gossip to the point where it feels unsafe. Said that she was constantly expressing how she wants Nicole to take her expensive trips in the future. Said that she used Nicole. The friendship was never genuine. I sent 3 messages to this person telling her to stop communication with Nicole. As a parent, I have the legal right to do so. In return, she continued texting Nicole and threatened with reporting me to the police for harassment if I contact her again. Her message to me was possibly written by ChatGPT. Now, however, she didn't even bother to check the ChatGPT. That from the point of the police, a concerned parent is obviously in the right to tell someone that they do not approve of especially when it comes to safety of their child. This is all jumbled up. That no contact is allowed. It is not harassment. It is lawful and protective. This is what this modern culture of fake rebels is coming to, threatening the parent of someone that you call a friend with police for telling you to stop inappropriate activities. This is why this kind of civilization is going to fall. No respect for parents, no respect for older people, no values, no spirituality, no understanding of social hierarchy, too much bravado, and no accountability from this new internet vanity rotten generation, just selfishness and extreme individuality or individualism. I'm sorry. So that's what Swiss Beats mother wrote. Said that a mother takes to the hardest job to tolerate everything if she is raising a child by herself. It is not for a child to throw her away as soon as they turn 18 and spit on the entire worldview that they were raised with. In the West of rebellion against the mother is highly encouraged by culture, peers, pop icons, and even establishment. Okay. Damn, she write a lot, don't she? All right, so let's read up on what's going on. Because, child, this is a lot. I'm about to read all this shit. All right, so let's get into it. Said that these belong to Alicia Keys. This is their house in San Diego. Nicole has been hooked for years on that while in their care on holiday. So she's alleging that Alicia Keys got her daughter hooked on some type of drugs. Okay, she's only 17 years old. Let's get into this clip and then we're going to continue.
Here you have gummies. I don't know what that is. What? Pure. And then
now, according to the mother, says that Nicole got addicted to drugs and vapes in the U.S. while in their care on holidays. This is why she is acting like this. This is not normal teenage stuff. Said that I'm trying to save her from further destruction. I've spoken to her dad so many times about it. They ignore everything. They speak to Nicole and make me look like a villain to her. If you have to go public to save your child from drugs, you should, instead of your child spiraling out of control and publicly dying from an overdose in a bathtub like Whitney Houston's daughter. Oh my. Said that it's impossible to talk to her dad about these issues. We had a 9-hour talk recently. I told him over and over again. So it sounds like they're trying to let her do what she wants to do when she comes to their home. But the mother is pretty much, I guess, begging and pleading on social media and putting her story out there. Said the Swiss Beats sneaks a pow threat against his baby mamas in a video of him and his mother following recent altercation with the mother of his daughter, Nicole. So it looks like they've been having some problems for quite some time, where it looks like a pow was involved, looks like. Let's continue. It says, FYI, I don't need clout in the fake American celebrity. This is the mother, the baby mama speaking, said, obsessed with society, that this is praising money and fame. I study at the University of Oxford, preparing for my PhD, working on the groundbreaking theory about ancient civilizations. I come from the world of high culture and academia that says that they have been getting in the way of my scientific work. This is what American Hollywood, patriarch, I can't even say the word, y'all, does. So you guys can continue reading that. Let's continue on. Child, they talk a lot. OMG. All right, so let's see what Hollywood Unlocked is saying. Let's break it down. Swiss Beats 47 and wife Alicia Keys, who's 45, are getting called out by his 17-year-old daughter, Nicole Dean's mother, Jonna Sebastian, who is 39 years old. She alleges that the superstar couple got Nicole addicted to drugs and that Nicole ended up hitting her. Wow. Sebastian appears to begin speaking out online about her daughter on February the 22nd. Now, she shared a lengthy message on her Instagram about Nicole befriending an older female who allegedly had a bad influence on her. Sebastian said that the older friend manipulates her daughter and was never genuine. Sebastian's post continued on March 10th. She continued calling out her daughter's friend groups in their homeland of the United Kingdom. And whenever Nicole's on holidays, aka vacation in the United States with her father, Swiss Beats, born Kasim, damn, they didn't put the man government name, Kasim Dial Dean, said that over the next few days or the next 2 days, Sebastian continued venting about her daughter. Finally, on March 13th, she alleged her daughter crossed the biggest line and hit her. She said continued to allege that Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys have been alienating Nicole from her and have gotten her addicted to drugs and vapes while in their care. Sebastian then shared a video of her daughter pulling out a pre-rolled joint, which was marijuana, and a vape pen. Sebastian alleges that the paraphernalia belongs to Keys, which is Alicia Keys, born Alicia Anguello Cook. Wow, they didn't put the government names up here. So if the mother is vocalizing that she does not want her daughter to vape or be on marijuana, then I think that Alicia Keys, and being that you're not the child's mother, as well as Swiss Beats, should honor that, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you, teenagers are gonna do that shit anyway. Whether it's in your presence or they hide, they do get with these friends and they sneak and they will smoke, a joint. That is what most of these teenage kids will do now, just to fit in. Most of them, they will get high together. A lot of kids now are sneaking and vaping. And that is just something that the mother has to understand, even though you're trying to protect your child. Now, again, a conversation should be had, which it sounds like it was, where she vocalized how she wants things to be and what she does not want her daughter to partake in when she's in the care of Alicia Keys and Swiss Beats. Now, I'm pretty sure Alicia Keys probably don't let her kids do that shit. I hope she don't. From the videos that I've seen, because I do follow her and I follow Swiss Beats as well, she's more so pushing her kids to be musicians. Her son plays her her teenage son plays the piano very well. I haven't seen him vaping or on marijuana or anything like that. But if this mother is, you know, she's vocalizing that she doesn't want her child to do that, they should respect it. They should respect it. Bottom line. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know. Somebody say I'm not reading all that. Me either. That's a lie. Again, I'll drop the link here for those of you, if you want to, if you have time and you want to. I'm not reading all that shit. It looks like they've had a lot of conversation back and forth about this situation. Vaping is dangerous. I saw this young girl. This matter of fact, she was, I think, a teenager. She had been vaping, but they found out she had some type of cancer, you guys, from vaping, from using the vape pen. So vape pens are not healthy. They're not safe. So if your kids are doing that, probably encourage them not to get into doing vaping, because it's really not that safe, or safe at all. Okay. But let's get into this last clip with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then that's going to be the end of this video. I appreciate you all joining. Almost 200 of you guys in the chat. Please don't forget to tap on that like for me. Let's get into this next clip. OMFG Reality TV. That's where we're looking at it. Let's go.
Next on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
A bed doesn't exist in a gym.
You were asleep and woke up out your sleep.
Listen, let me talk, bro. You always got it's
me.
like you're going to throw me under the bus all the time. And that's the thing. When it's time to throw me under the bus, you'll do it. When it's time to defend me, you don't.
What about your mom? Are you going to see your mom too?
So what does that look for? No, you don't want to, or no, it's not going to happen?
I don't know. Like sometimes I have an expectation of her showing up and then she just doesn't. Yowzers. Trying not to have like an anxiety attack. Like it's hard to be or something.
This mama pulling up. She hasn't seen her mama in quite some time. Actually, did show up. Her sibling.
Mike is studying for the bar.
I know, but did he say like, well, that's dope. Glad y'all get to go.
Did he invite himself? No. If that's the question. What's up, Pops?
Well, Uncle Rick, my God, what's going on, my God?
How you been feeling today?
Pissed but good.
What this?
Well, I can't discuss that. That's family business. I up enough.
He's an anal asshole, just like his sons. I'm sorry to say that about somebody's dad, but yeah. I don't know why they keep showing this dude, which is Marceau and them dad, on TV, because motherfucker was not there for his kids. When I hear them talking about they had to sleep on the floor, they didn't have no food, and all this motherfucker talked about was having extra overtime over there at the car place there in Detroit. Okay, where they make cars. I forget the name of the place. But anyway, he talked about how he worked. He was a workaholic. That's all he did. But I can't tell. You ain't sending none of that money over there to their mama if they ain't have no food and they were sleeping on floors and they were growing up poor. Like, you stayed to drop that D, but you ain't dropped no money. So I don't know why they keep showing him like he's dad of the year. I really don't understand that. Why do they keep showing this dude on TV with his penguin built bodied ass, pretending like he's just the father of the year, knowing good and damn well he was not there for his kids. And Maurice and them, they full of shit as well. Maybe they just need a storyline so bad. I don't know. But what do y'all think about that? General Motors. Yeah, he said he worked at General Motors when Maurice and them were growing up as kids. Hence the reason they were probably sitting up looking at nudie magazines, because you weren't there as a fucking father to steer them in the way that they supposed to be steered. And they pretty much took on most, if not all, of their father's ways in terms of how they treat a woman, because he didn't treat their mama like he was supposed to treat them as well. He dumped all them kids off on her and ran off. I hear he was with some other woman too, that he got kids other places. So I don't know why they keep showing him like, oh my God, he's father of the year. This is their dad. Yeah, he is their dad, but there's a difference between a dad and a father. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think. In this clip, Destiny does get to be with her mom. Her mom is going to show up. I told y'all her mom reminds me of Keisha Cole's mom, Frankie, who passed away. Rest in peace to her. Because y'all know she was pretty much on drugs most of her life. And all of Destiny's siblings, according to her, were split up in foster homes and in foster care. Destiny and I think one of her other siblings did get a chance to go and stay with her father, which is how her father came to raise her. So in the next clip, for those of you that are watching the show, not that I'm promoting the show, that's the clip that will be shown where her siblings all come together. She has quite a bit of siblings, as well as her mom coming together to, I guess, rekindle their relationship and have a conversation, right? So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. That is it. That is all for this video. You guys said that father, son, yeah, he was leading a double life. He was. But they bring him on the show like he was, you know, father of the, like he Obama or somebody. I was like, nigga, no, ain't nobody about to praise that. You was not there for your kids. Your kids should not be hungry if you claiming you working all these overtime hours over there at the motor place, child, at the car motor place. I just don't understand that. But that's it, guys. Thank you to my Top Flight Mars, True TV Podcast, Rose Armstead, and Tiffany. Thank you guys for being here and modding. Thank you to all the content creators that joined us live as well. Of course, all my Caramellians. Love you guys down. You guys have a wonderful Sunday. Hope you guys cook some really, really good food. If we go live later, which I'm going to try to hit you guys with another live, we can talk about what you guys cooked, okay? I made some cabbage, some yellow rice with some gravy. I'm eating bad today, but whatever. I don't give a damn. I made a pot roast as well. So that's what we're having. No bread for me because I'm not doing bread. But I don't know what we're going to do for dessert. I haven't made a dessert yet, but just something quick and simple. That's what my husband wanted today. So that's what I made. Okay, so I'm already done cooking. I got up early and cook my food, and I'm done. And so I'm just gonna chill out a little bit, watch some TV, and I'll hit you guys a little bit later. So keep your notifications on so you guys will know when I go live. Also, please check out Rails World, which is our other channel. Check out our parody videos. I may upload some more parodies today as well. So just keep your notifications on. You guys will know when I go live. All right, love you guys. See you guys later. Until the next video. Bye.